Hey guys, it's Elizabeth with Strunkit Designs. Finally figured out how to get this camera set up to where y'all can see me paint this shirt with bleach. I'm doing a double eagle feather design today, and really just kind of need to focus on painting this and doing it, but I also wanted to get it on video so y'all can see what I'm doing today. If you guys ever want to get into bleach painting shirts, I'd say one of the most important details to remember is to put something in between the layer of shirts, like in between the two layers, because otherwise it can bleed through and it'll totally ruin your design. You might think it would be cool because it'd be like speckles on the back or whatever, it just doesn't turn out how you might think. But right now I'm using a flat brush. This one holds a rather fine amount of bleach water. That way I'm not constantly dipping my brush, but it doesn't hold too much so it's not throwing bleach everywhere. So I have 3 cups of water down here. One's, I would say, a 90, maybe 85% bleach solution mix. There's just enough water added in to make sure that the bleach won't just like completely eat the fabric. And then my other cup is probably about equal 50-50 mix. And I'm treating this like watercolor. So I know in most art things you're not supposed to start with the outline and then fill it in, but if you're kind of mindful about how you're doing it, I feel like with this it works pretty well. Let's see. So right now I'm using my 50% bleach mix and I'm filling in where I want it to be the lightest, which is, if this one's up high, it's going to be this top part of the leather. And then I'm dipping it in water and I'm taking water on the bottom half and letting this bleach bleed down. So the bottom of the leather will be darker, but it'll still have that outline. You can kind of mix it all up and see things move. And once that fabric is wet, I can also come back in and add more, like 50% mix. And as long as I'm mindful to not oversaturate the fabric, it'll give it like a watercolor effect. Just gotta really be mindful about like the details. So like with right here, the detail that really gives it clarity is the line of like the leather folds. The leather overlapping. So painting with bleach is kind of interesting because obviously like you're painting in reverse. So whatever you want to be dark, basically don't paint with a strong bleach. So you can hopefully, I don't know if you guys can even see this, I hope you can. That's a little bit better. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I originally wasn't going to record this because it was being a pain in the butt. I don't have the little phone holder today, and I want y'all to be able to see it. Let me use 2 phones to make this happen. I'm dropping everything. Nothing like a raw video. That looks great. If only it'll stay. Ha! Okay. Reset. Sorry for taking a moment. I just felt like it was worth it to have you guys actually be able to see what I was doing. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see the leather that I was just doing and talking about. Now you guys can see the beads. Yeah, jumping back in. 50% mix around that outside line that I've already made. Alright. I'm bringing in water, mostly to fill the inside parts of the beads. The thing to remember though is that when you go from 50% right to just water, there's still some bleach in the brush, okay? So like it's not gonna be just 100% water. You can use it to your advantage. I like bringing in the 90% bleach once the fabric is already pretty saturated with water, because then it's like really actually working like watercolors. And then you don't get the really hard lines of working with the 90% bleach. Okay. I like this look, although originally I was going to have 2 of the beads be lighter and 2 of the beads be darker. And checking the design on my phone, I had the 2nd and the 4th beads be lighter. So 90% bleach. Put these in. Time for the fun part, the feathers. Check the camera, y'all can see it. Just slide it down just a little. Okay. The perception's off because the phone's off to the side. Hopefully y'all get it. Yeah, buddy, what's up?
I need help with something.
What do you need help with?
Follow me.
I'm working on a painting right now, buddy. What's that? Pardon me. Life with the 6-year-old and 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old. Moving on. I'm just gonna go ahead and be really ballsy and use my 90 or 80% bleach and get started here. It's like the biggest, most important line of them all on this shirt. Instead of doing the outline on this, I'm going to go ahead and just start creating the feather with the actual lines. I think I need to use the stronger bleach. Gotta switch brushes, leaving the wrong texture. Okay, so the painting that I do is juvenile eagle feathers, and it's important because it means that the tips of the feathers is black and the top part is white, and it's kind of like a sporadic pattern going from the top to the bottom. So it means that while painting it, it's like kind of a game of being mindful about like where that line is and making it look like it's still the same feather, but that it has like depth and clarity, but also unity. Contrast with unity. It's a better way to put that, I guess. Brain is focused on painting, but also talking. So, lucky you guys, you've been an interesting experience. Sometimes I have to like wait a moment for the bleach to actually show. I need to stop working with 50% because I feel like it's just not like enough right now. I need to use a finer point brush, I think. Methinks. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Just to get some detail on here. That I have the silliest look on my face when I paint. Like the most concerned RBS face ever. RBF, there we go. Hard to think about. Sometimes I crack myself up. Okay, moving on to the second feather. Doing a pretty hard outline on this back one because it's not the focal point. I'm just kind of be an outline. That sounds bad. It won't just be an outline. Like, It just won't be the focal point with all the detail, okay? Oh, hold on, I need to take care of my littlest one. Pause.